And the first demo I'm going to show you is where as a customer, I'm going to be sending an email, and I'll show you, and this email is in the form of a question. The backend system constructs a response using a variety of tools, that I'll talk about, and then responds via the email channel back to the user. So this provides substantial automation both for customers and for agents, for example, in a customer support scenario. So let me open up this window, and in this particular demo, I have the identity of William Chen, and I'm going to be sending an email to. I'm going to be composing and sending an email to a support gateway, and in this support gateway, in this particular use case, in this particular use case, think of the company as being a company that provides SIMs for phones. So so we built a knowledge base that reflects the information from a company like that, and so. Yeah, so in this particular use case, what happens is that traditionally what would happen is when a customer sent an email, there would be people within the company who would receive the email. They would then construct a response by pulling appropriate data from a knowledge base. And it also happens that this company has online forums or fora where people are discussing and coming up with responses to questions. So what we do in this use case is that once the question gets sent, the backend platform will actually construct a response to this question based on information from both the knowledge base and the web content, and present that back in email. So I'm going to create. So this is actually an actual question that an actual typical kind of question that this company was receiving as a SIM company. So I'm going to just hit send on this. And we have a few tools on the back end. Like I said, you normally set up your gateway to look at, so that you can set it up on your exchange or whatever it is. In this case, I'm using a third-party gateway from a company called Pipedream. So as you can see, the email that I just sent has now been received by the gateway. What's going to happen is that this is now going to be submitted to our platform, and the platform will construct the response from the required knowledge base. This task, when done manually, takes about 12 to 15 minutes for an agent to do this, where they actually go copy paste information from the knowledge base, copy paste information from the web, and put it into a response. In this case, everything is automated. So now you'll see that the user has received a response from the system in response to their question about the SIM not being operational. Now let me break down this response a little bit. So there's a few different capabilities being demonstrated here. In this particular case, we are using one of our favorite large language models, which is the Gemini Pro model from Google. It's really strong when it comes to data summarization, running what is called RAG-like search on data, and and it also performs a very interesting task called snippetization, which is the idea that you can actually take a large body of text, and for a specific question, you can extract the snippet that's most appropriate as a response, and then put that and then return that response. So you can see that the system has created what we call a generative summary. And this is information from the knowledge base. It creates a generative summary, a generative snippet, and it gives 3 responses. Separately, it's also going to the website, creating a generative response, which is like a summary of of the information that's available on the web, and then giving me a bunch of links to the most appropriate content. So if I click on this, for example, it'll take me back to the specific knowledge base article that has the information corresponding to my question. Now, in a normal situation, a customer won't be exposed to a knowledge base, but I'm just showing you this as an illustration of the power of this tool. So in other words, I can pull data from a knowledge base and I can pull data from the web. Likewise, I'm just going to go click on one of the web links, and you'll see that this takes me to a community page for the SIM company. It's called giffgaff, and is able to actually pull information about, a whole conversation about what could be the various causes for my SIM not to be operational. So this is the first example that I wanted to show. Coming back to my presentation. This is what the architecture looks like for this particular use case. We send email to a support gateway. It goes through our platform, collects information from a knowledge base on the web, uses Gemini Pro model to construct a response, and this response gets sent through the outbound gateway back to the customer. So that's use case number one.